That was shot and killed inside this car. There are a lot of bullet holes inside that windshield. We zoomed in earlier.
When you're out in the streets, it's no secret. Gunfire can pop off any day. But what's wild now is how this new wave of rappers puts everything out there for the world to see. Back in the day, things stayed in the streets. Now it's all over social media. So when something crazy happens, it usually ends up caught on video for everyone to watch. Let's talk about a few rappers who got caught slipping by their ops while streaming on IG Live. Snapdog. This name rings loud in Detroit. He's known for bangers like Pull Up in My Story, and he came up showing fans the raw, unfiltered life of Detroit streets. One clip that really blew up showed him in a real shootout with his ops, all caught live on IG. It was intense. Snapdog's life wasn't easy. When his dad got locked up, he jumped into the game early just to help his mom keep things together. His pops wasn't just anyone. He was a major figure in Detroit, running a crew called the 4 Spot Boys, pulling in about $15,000 a day. But tragedy hit when Snapdog's twin brother was killed by a retired cop during a home invasion gone wrong. He was only 17 when that happened. And not long after, Snapdog himself got arrested and was facing 25 years. Luckily, he beat that case and walked free. After losing his brother and almost losing his own life to the system, Snapdog flipped the script. He decided to chase music for real this time. Inspired by Chicago drill legends like Chief Keef and Lil Durk, he started crafting his own Detroit-style drill, gritty, loud, and real. The sound caught fire fast, and soon enough, Chief Keef himself reached out to show love. Snapdog's grind took a big leap when he linked up with Chief Keef and officially signed to his Glow Gang label. He even stayed out in LA with Keef for about a year, soaking in that West Coast energy and building his name. What really made Snapdog stand out, though, were those wild viral clips he kept dropping, videos that showed him going all out in the streets like it was nothing. One of the first videos that blew up showed Snapdog pulling up to a shoot, hopping out of a car, and letting off some real rounds. Not props, real fire. You can see him roll up, jump out, and yell before popping off 4 shots. It looked like a straight-up action movie. You can even spot a cameraman right there, clearly filming a video shoot. But things turned real fast when the cops rolled up just minutes later. Sirens started blaring, police rushed the block, and next thing you know, they shut the whole thing down. Everyone on that front lawn got cuffed up, from the homies to the camera crew. But that wasn't the only wild clip. Another viral moment came when Snapdog was on IG Live, just chilling on the block with one of his boys, hyped up and shouting into the camera. Out of nowhere, you hear someone off-screen yell, "Who's Snapdog?" Without hesitation, he shouts back, "I'm Snap, what's happening?" Seconds later, chaos. The phone drops, and you can hear him firing back at his ops while his live feed keeps rolling. Comments flooding in like crazy.
I'm Snap, what's happening?
Those viral moments got everybody talking and pushed his music into the spotlight fast. But even Snapdog admitted later that things started spinning out of control. The police were watching, and it got risky to even move around. Still, that reckless energy, that raw, I don't care attitude, became the reason fans couldn't look away. If you thought Snapdog's story was wild, wait till you hear about this next rapper. Things got straight up insane. Honeycomb Brazy, a name that's both respected and feared in the South, got caught in a full-blown shootout outside a barbershop, all while trying to buy a Kobe Bryant jersey. Can you believe that? Honeycomb Brazy comes straight out of Mobile, Alabama, and he's signed to Rap-A-Lot Records. He's dropped hits that racked up millions of views like Freestyle and Dead People, but honestly, his name rings louder in the streets than it does in the studio. His life's been a wild ride from the start. Growing up in one of the toughest parts of Alabama, he was already catching charges at just 10 years old. Now in his late 20s, he's spent more than a decade behind bars and has survived multiple shootings. That's a life most people couldn't imagine. But things took a dark turn when a beef went too far. His grandparents were tragically murdered, and their house was set on fire by a man allegedly tied to the cartel. It was one of the most shocking moments in Southern rap history. Back in 2016, the streets say Brazy allegedly shot one of his childhood friends, Ladarius Stank Moore, after Stank showed up at his girlfriend's apartment and found Brazy there. Word is, Brazy was only there to sell her some weed, but things got heated fast. A fight broke out, and Stank ended up dead. Brazy beat the case in court, but the city never forgot. Stank was loved in Mobile, and after that, Brazy had a target on his back. Ever since then, it's been chaos, shootouts, ambushes, and non-stop drama. Ops have tried to catch him slipping multiple times, but somehow, Brazy always walks away still standing. In November 2020, things got wild for Honeycomb Brazy once again. He took a trip to Montgomery County, it's about 2 hours from his hometown of Mobile, just to grab a fresh Kobe Bryant jersey. But what should have been a chill moment turned into pure chaos. Brazy was sitting in a parked car outside a barbershop with his homies, showing off the new jersey to fans on IG Live, when out of nowhere, gunshots started flying. The screen suddenly went black, and all you could hear were rapid pops echoing in the background. It sounded like a full-blown war zone. Miraculously, Brazy wasn't hit. Later, he dropped surveillance footage from outside the barbershop to show everyone what really went down. The video shows a gray BMW creeping by slowly before sliding past and driving off. Seconds later, Brazy's crew starts ducking for cover, reaching into the back seat to grab their pieces, ready for whatever. Then the whole squad starts letting off rounds. At one point, the driver even jumps out of the car and runs straight toward the other vehicle, which was just out of frame. Somehow nobody got hit, but the clip made one thing clear. Brazy's team doesn't hesitate when it's time for smoke. But if that had your jaw dropping, this next story turns it up another level. Another rapper, Spider D, almost met the same fate. Live on camera. He's a drill artist straight out of Chicago, repping the Black Disciples, one of the most recognized crews in the city. Anyone deep into drill knows the BDs have shaped Chicago's rap culture since the early 2000s, with names like Chief Keef, Lil Durk, and King Von leading the charge. Their influence runs deep, way beyond the city, reaching every corner of the rap game. Spider D learned the hard way that when you're calling out your ops on IG Live, sometimes they really are outside. Out in the streets of Chicago, things are way more balanced than they look. The Black Disciples, BDS, and Gangster Disciples, GDS, have been locked in a deadly feud since the 1990s. Most drill rappers end up repping one side or the other, and the music itself often keeps the beef alive. That's where Spider D comes in.
And Foden was always begging me to drop music and because our ops was always dropping diss songs and all that shit. But I'm like, man, nah, man. But I dropped my first video, it was 2017. That's when I dropped my first video.
A rapper straight out of the wild hundreds on Chicago's South Side, holding it down for the BDS. Spider D started dropping music back in 2017, slowly building his name block by block, track by track. Over the years, his music gained attention with hard-hitting songs like Listen Here Part 1 and 2, and It's Up There. But the moment that really made his name buzz online wasn't a song. It was when he got shot at live on camera while talking to fans about his upcoming project. Right up. It was the kind of moment nobody forgets. Spider D has said in interviews that his homies pushed him to start rapping because the ops kept dropping diss tracks and their crew had no one firing back on wax. But even though that played a part, Spider D always had music in his blood. In Chicago, it's almost impossible to separate rap from gang culture. Then came May 2021, the day everything went left. Spider D was live on IG, just vibing with fans and talking about his new music. Everything seemed normal until he switched topics and started speaking on his ops. At one point, he unzipped his jacket and proudly showed he wasn't wearing a vest, saying, "You know what they say about them dudes with a hoodie on in the summertime? He ain't trying to play." Seconds later, chaos erupted. Gunshots exploded in the background, and the screen went shaky as Spider D ducked for cover, running for his life while his phone kept streaming. Fans could barely believe what they were watching, a rapper dodging bullets live on camera. As Spider D took off running for cover, the chaos only got louder, and sharp-eyed fans noticed he had a gun in his hand too. The whole thing looked like a movie scene gone real. Word spread fast online, and soon the internet was buzzing with rumors about what led up to the shooting. Some people claim Spider D had recently dissed a dude named G-Key, a member of a GD crew known as Lick Gang, who had just been killed. Nobody knows for sure if that's why his ops pulled up at that exact moment or if they just happened to get the drop on him. But one thing's for sure, they came ready. Thankfully, Spider D didn't get hit, but that live stream showed how dangerous this new world of rap and social media really is. 1 minute you're online talking your talk, the next minute, bullets are flying. With everyone watching live, there's no rewind button, no warning, and no escape from the spotlight. But Spider D wasn't the only one caught in the line of fire on IG Live. The next story shook Los Angeles and the whole internet to its core.
Jeff and Susie, we're off of Chandran Avenue in the city of Hawthorne, and you can see Hawthorne PD. They are wrapping up their investigation. They're still taking some photographs. We watched the coroner just wheel the body away. It is a male in his 20s that was shot and killed inside this car. There are a lot of bullet holes inside that windshield. We zoomed in earlier.
This time, it was Indian Red Boy, a young rapper and gang member connected to the Inglewood Family Gangster Bloods, IFGB. His story took a dark and tragic turn when he was shot and killed live on camera while talking to his close friend Capone, another IFGB member. Not long before that, both Indian Red Boy and Capone made headlines for disrespecting the Nipsey Hussle mural in South Central LA, a move that angered a lot of people. There are plenty of theories about what really led to the shooting, but many believe that moment of disrespect might have played a major part in what happened next. Nipsey Hussle was a proud member of the Rollin' 60 Crips, a crew that's had long-standing beef with the Inglewood Family Gangster Bloods, IFGB. So when the disrespect started flying between the two sides, things got real tense. Word on the streets was that a group of Rollin' 60s members showed up at a memorial for an IFG member and kicked over the candles, sparking major outrage. In response, Capone decided to go all out. He spray painted over Nipsey Hussle's mural, tagging his own name right across it so everyone knew exactly who was behind it. It was a bold move, and a dangerous one. When Nipsey's close friend Cowboy saw what happened, he wasn't having it. He made a video calling out the disrespect and told the Bloods straight up that they needed to check Capone for what he did to Nipsey's memorial. But instead of backing down, Capone doubled down, mocking both Cowboy and Nipsey in return. That's when things got even messier. Indian Red Boy and other members of IFGB jumped into the situation to defend their homie Capone and keep the disrespect going, throwing more fuel on an already explosive situation. Then came the tragic moment that shocked everyone. Not long after, Indian Red Boy was sitting inside a parked car in Hawthorne, laughing and talking with Capone on Instagram Live. Out of nowhere, gunshots echoed in the background, multiple rounds fired. The video turned horrifying, and you can see Indian Red Boy gasping for air, barely able to speak. Capone, panicking, asked where he was, and all Indian Red Boy could manage to say was, "Hawthorne," before he passed away on live stream. It was one of the most chilling moments the internet had ever seen because the mural incident brought so much heat to both of them. Many believe the hit was revenge for the Nipsey Hussle disrespect. But some street insiders say otherwise, claiming the murder might have had deeper roots, something completely separate from the mural drama. Turns out, Indian Red Boy wasn't always rocking with the Inglewood Family Gangster Bloods, IFGB. He actually started out repping Hollywood Power Rule from Compton. But somewhere along the line, things went bad between him and his old crew.
All right, I bet you gonna change your name today. I bet you that. Y'all need to beat that right now before the homies mount up and come do some dumb behind this dumb ass, bro. You feel me?
Word on the street says he left on bad terms, and that decision might have cost him his life. Some even believe it wasn't his rivals who took him out. It was his own people. According to his brother, Indian Red was set up by 3 men and a woman. He didn't reveal names or explain what really went down, but he made one thing crystal clear: revenge was coming. It's a heartbreaking twist to an already dark story, showing just how deep betrayal can run when street politics mix with fame and pride. Whatever the truth is, one thing's for sure: it's a tragic reminder that in the city, letting your guard down can be deadly. Nobody's untouchable out here. If you're locked in with this story, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. We've got more wild street stories and rap world drama coming your way soon. Don't miss out.